I'm going to get my spices together for my canned goat meat or chev. And I'm going to wing it. I'm going to do a teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of dry mustard, ooh, 2 teaspoons of curry. Now we don't want to overpower the flavor of the meat, we just want to give it a flavor. And this is from Bean Irene. This is Chinese 5-spice powder, which is a combination of cinnamon, fennel, cloves, star anise, and white pepper. And it smells heavenly. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of that in there. I'm going to put in probably about a tablespoon or 2 of kosher salt and about a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Now this is what we're going to rub our meat with, or get our meat seasoning with, and this is the meat we're going to be canning. This isn't the sausage meat. So let's just give that a little stir.
I thought that was supper.
You thought this was supper? No, this is my canned goat.
Chicken.
Huh?
Jamaican goat?
No, this is the spices I got inspired by. This is for my canned meat. Okay, here we have our goat meat. All right, let's just get this on here, and we're just going to stir this in. Now, you don't want to overspice for one simple reason. Once the spice is in the meat, oh Howie, can you smell that? Once the spice is in the meat, you can't take it out. You can always add spice though. This is about 5 pounds of meat. There it is, it's all seasoned up, and I'm just going to put this in the fridge and get my jars together. Alrighty, let's get our stuff together and can our goat meat. This is our seasoned meat that we just seasoned. Of course, duh. Because the meat is raw, there is no need to add water. Alright, and we're just going to pack this nice and tight in the jar up to 1 inch headspace. I've got 8 jars washed, but I'm not sure. I think I'm only going to get about 6, but we'll see. We always wipe the rim of the jar with a clean cloth.
Is this little tidbits here on the table there?
Yes. And in the canner it goes. That's one wonderful thing about canning or raw packing meat for canning, is there's no liquid to deal with. There's no you don't have to cook the meat, because when I do sometimes canned meat, I cook it and then I pour in broth, and it's a lot more work than it actually needs to be. Alright, we'll be back when these are all in the canner. Okay, we got 7 pints, oops, sorry about the steam. We have 7 pints of seasoned goat meat in the canner. Okay, we have the lid on, and when this vents a steady stream of steam for 10 minutes, then we will put our 10-pound weight measure on, and once it begins to jiggle vigorously, we will turn it down a little bit to a gentle rocking motion, and we will process this for 75 minutes at 10 pounds pressure. And there it is, folks. Seasoned goat's meat. What little fat there is on top, and there's very little, has a green, almost a green look to it, but that shouldn't alarm you. That is the curries and the mustards and the spices I've put in there. I can't wait to try that with a rice pilaf. This is the Mrs. Volfie from our half-acre homestead saying, the best meat is the kind you raise yourself.